Bonjour, welcome to Toulouse. Just endured a delayed Ryanair flight, as usual, but it looks like Tom's had a day of driving the whole way from Paris to Toulouse. So I've got to go and find him now. I think we're going to head to a Mackey's, so I don't think he's eating anything. And there may even be a Josh Borrett there. Who knows? Good morning! You can see everyone! Morning, Tom. With his sunglasses on. My chorus says 6 hours and 34 minutes of terrible sleep in this bed next to a big, sweaty, naked man. How did you sleep, Borrett?
Alright, actually.
There you go, in your sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Living the dream in the bed down here. I think you've actually got the lucky bed, whereas up here isn't actually the winning bed. We're in Europe, so they've got these amazing little camping spots with water and tables and
the guys who work there are like, why the fuck did 3 guys just get out of that?
Tom wants to show you all his new cupboard.
Very nice new cupboard. Spice rack.
But You've got nothing in it?
Yeah, nothing in it yet.
Is it ever going to be functional?
Yeah, it's functional.
What spices are you going to put in it?
Oh, yeah. But
do you put spices on food?
I've got a catch, so as I drive around it just flies open.
Right.
So what I've learned is on this adventure, we're going to have to just wedge it open.
This is vanning at its best.
This is top right fan. There we're sorted. Let's get some pastries.
Yeah, boulangerie.
Almond with like cream in the middle.
Good secured. Pain à raisin, apple tart for Tom, and almond thing with creme. Borrett's getting un café. Caffeine loading. Super you. Can't even see the sign. Got to get our supplies before we head to the mountains. 3 days worth of food. It's basically just dust. Borrett, too hard working for food. Doesn't need it.
Yeah, don't need food.
Actually, I think a bit of drizzle might be quite nice.
Well, I don't like the wet.
So we are almost at Vielha, the finish of our race, but the start point for tonight because we're getting a bus to the start. I'm conscious I haven't said what we're actually doing. We're doing what is it called? CHD?
CDH.
CDH.
Camins the hair.
Can you say that again?
Camins the hair? There? I don't know.
Our residents. Is it Spanish or French?
It's Spanish. Camins is
I speak Spanish.
I think it's Catalan. I think it's Catalan.
700-day Duolingo. Anyway, we're doing one of the UTMB series races. It's the European Champs. It's the 3-stone event, so the 100k. It was meant to be 110k with 6,600 meters of climbing, so around 66 miles with 19,000 feet of climbing. We have just had a text message saying that they've shortened the event because of the terrible weather.
It is looking lovely.
It's a real shame. Like, a terrible weather. I'd shorten it even further if I was looking at this weather.
It's just the part 2.
So they've shortened it to about 102k with 5,800 metres of climbing. Here's a little reaction to when we found out that the event had been shortened. We were really disappointed. They've just dropped 900 metres from the event and 7k! That's an hour and a half, that is.
It's actually, yeah.
I'm getting to bed an hour and a half earlier. Brilliant! Glorious news!
It'll only be 20 hours walking.
Borrett is still going to finish the next day.
Oh yeah.
There you go. In terms of who we've got with me, Borrett, who you met in Snowdonia. He hasn't done any more training. You can go back and watch that video and see how broken he's going to be after double the distance and elevation.
I ran a few times up some steps.
Tom Vickery, who has averaged about half an hour a day for the last 16 weeks with 0 vert. You can have a look at the Peak District video if you want to see how broken he's going to be at the end of Snowdon. How confident are we all feeling? Really not confident. That's a really not confident.
And we just got to get our stones.
It's 28 hours. I haven't got any pressure to finish at 28 hours that we're going for.
Yeah, we think so. It was 1 in 12 hours last year, and on a good day I think Tom and I will be around 15 hours
You're putting Tom
on the
with you, are you?
shortened course. I think Tom will pull it out of the bag. He always pulls it out of the bag. Borrett on the shortened course, I'm going
20 hours.
20, yeah, maybe sub 20 would be a good day for Borrett.
I don't want that pressure.
So, sub 20, that's what he's aiming for.
That's not what I mean.
If he
I
doesn't
need to
get sub
finish.
20 and you see him in the street, egg him.
I won't be in the street. I'll be have a mountain cut into a ball in my body bag.
He gives you permission to give him a slap in the street if you see him. One slap for every minute over 20 hours he is.
A lot of slaps.
So we're almost at the town where it finishes, and that mountain up there is the final climb / descent. I think that's the one they've shortened a little bit, but I assume you kind of go to the left-hand side mountain up here as opposed to the really big peak straight ahead. So, yeah.
Why the fuck are we running down that? Why the fuck are we running up that?
It's really big, isn't it? There's a lot of vans there. It's like the spot to be.
We are here! Vilha!
I made it.
Well driven.
It's a long way of driving.
You lost some hair on that drive.
Yeah. Some lights up those hills.
Tom had a mullet before he left.
I'm going to get a mullet for Australia.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop.
It's a local haircut, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Tom's got some work to do, Borrett's got some work to do, I've got some napping to do.
Do you not have work? Have you taken it all off?
I'm on annual leave. You're racing like that?
Oh, it makes me cooler.
Mandatory kit all under your hat?
Yeah, that's it.
Van life.
Sweating.
Right, we're off to go and get our mandatory kit checked. To be fair, the weather is rolling in now after I made my comments about it being so good. Anyway, the race is tomorrow, so it doesn't matter today. Borrett's not coming because he works too hard.
I do parkour usually.
He's such a
That's
hard
kind of,
worker. You know this is going on the internet.
That's fine,
What do you mean they won't see it?
well,
Everyone's going to see it, aren't they, Tom?
Faith in your
you're 100%.
Right, we're going to go get our kit checked.
Charles's mum is doing that at least. Keep it up.
Yeah. Well, can I go to the supermarket then first? More thing.
That's not me.
It's quite nice stuff though, actually.
Try it on here.
Just had someone come around the corner who he must be doing the 50k, which is the day before ours, and I ran with him for about half an hour in Snowdon, and then he beat me. It was when I had my cramping issues. So yeah, I remember he went out really hard, and then blew his doors off. Said he had to sit in a stream, and then caught me whilst I was sat down on a mountain. We walked a bit together up the mountain, and then he left me on the descent when I stopped for a wee. Bloody hell, what a coincidence that is, just coming around the corner. We have collected our numbers, or Tom and I have collected our numbers anyway. Tom was ranked 88th and I was ranked 104th. For reference, at the Arc in January, I think we were ranked 5th and 7th respectively, so the competition is significantly higher here. Just having a little look at the route, so here it is. Josh Borrett is no ranking, it's so low down. So we start in Les over here, or Le. Looks like we got about 4k of flat before we start hitting the climb. So from 4.5k to 21k, so the half marathon, we climb, what, 1,500 meters?
That's a lot.
Yeah, 1,700 meters in, what, 17k. We then got a little plateau over the top, a bit of a drop down before picking back up again to 2,500 meters, 2.6. before we drop down. So at the halfway point, which is around 51k, we're still at 1,800 meters, and we haven't really done any enormous descents. Then we drop down to 1,200 meters, so not too high. Looks like there's a little town there before climbing, so that's at 60k, and then we climb from 1,200 back up to 2,200, so that's 1,000 meters in 13k. 1,000 meters in 8 miles. That's almost exactly an Alpe d'Huez, isn't it, of climbing there, and that looks fairly steady, the gradient there. Then we've got a bit of a plateau before we drop down, and this mountain previously on the original route was the same height as this one, but now it's significantly smaller. So I think before we came all the way up over the top here, but now we're kind of skirting along the contours before we drop down to the finish in Val, which is where we are now. So there
when you say it like that, it sounds really easy.
Yeah, it looks really easy.
Just drop down into the finish.
Yeah, we just dropped down into the finish, just like a little, what, 95 to 102, so 7k with 700 meters. It's only 100 meters a k.
The same.
Yeah, at the end.
10%.
Yeah, 10%, easy. Simple.
That's like Chapel Hill.
Yeah, for 7k.
7k.
7k of Chapel Hill.
Wait, I know what it is. It's literally that.
Yeah, it's just out there. There it is. That's it. Just down there. No trouble. Anyway, it's better than it was this morning when we thought we had another 8k and another 1,200 meters I've got on this Strava route. So yeah, just got to have some dinner. Borrett still got to pick up his number. Having a look at some of the photos, it looks quite pretty. This is the great thing about Strava. Look at that.
Yeah, but it won't be like that when we're on it.
Yeah, it'll be stormy. You won't be able to see. You won't be able to see a thing when we're running. Looks beautiful. Oh, look at that little cave. Look, we've got to run through a little cave.
We go through a cave?
Yeah, look at that cave.
Yeah, I saw that in the video.
Anyway, we're listening to Geraint Thomas's podcast, so we can get the final insider tips for our Velo Games team when the Tour de France starts on Saturday. Will Borrett finish this race before the start of the Tour de France? That is the question.
What time's the stage start? At 9 o'clock?
We're at 11. See you at dinner. We're just thinking whether we should have a punishment for the slowest runner of the weekend.
Except that's not a punishment.
We're thinking they have to lick the toes of the other two finishers without them having washed their feet beforehand.
No, if we're gonna
10 seconds on each of our toes.
10 seconds is a long time.
Should we agree?
No, but why don't we do it as
What?
a multi-
Tom doesn't want to, he thinks he's going to lose to Borrett. Tom thinks he's going to lose to Borrett.
No, why don't we do it as a multiplier from the other races? Because otherwise I'm going to lose.
What do you mean from the other races?
So like, however far I was behind you, you divide that by like, the ratio of the distances that we're doing.
Why don't we just do it? The person with the least stones at the end of the weekend has to do it.
That's me.
Yeah, that sounds good. It might not be you. If Tom DNFs or I DNF, then you've got a chance. Thanks a lot. We're going for a shakeout.
Hopefully it rains. It'll get cool. It's quite
Cool.
up there.
It's quite cool anyway now.
Ominous.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be running in tomorrow.
Is that lightning up there?
It's coming for Borrett, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got satellites? Oh, we didn't bring the bin bag. Well, we can't go back now. Anyway, half an hour shakeout, like 7k, 6k. I think there's a nice little river, which should be fairly flat.
Suggestion of a tempo session, but
Yeah? Should we do it? You do that, and I'll just go for a jog.
Yeah.
Alright, go.
You can filming me filming.
You can hear the thunder.
Yeah.
Can you hear the thunder? Just get a few hills, Tom.
I don't want to use my legs up.
What legs?
Exactly. I've got not much left.
Tom doesn't want to run up any hills on our shakeout run. And to be fair, it's probably the sensible way to do it. Tom's turned sensible, who knew? The man who's wearing the brand new, unused shoes is having shoe problems.
Not shoe problems.
What a surprise. It's raining, it's pouring, Josh Borrett's gonna die tomorrow morning. I won't be able to put that in if he does actually die. Shakeout done. 3.5 miles, 32 minutes. Found out that you don't have to have a tracker for this event, which is interesting.
They don't give us one.
No, they don't give us one. I asked at the info point. So if you die on the side of a mountain, no one's going to know where you are.
When you die.
You.
Oh, let me remind me to tense.
Beautiful. Gone for a supermarket dinner. So we've got a cheeseburger, bolognese, some Pyrenees. Just got to heat them up in the microwave.
And the muffin, but that's for tomorrow morning.
Borrett has bought a mountain of food. He's already had a muffin for a start.
What I don't eat, I'll save for tomorrow
Chicken teriyaki, chicken nuggets, bolognese, and a whole baguette the night before his race. Paella and bread, bolognese and burger.
But the bread roll is...
Borrett, he's not going to make the start line because he's been in the Portaloo for the first hour of the day.
Morning, and if I don't eat some of the pasta, then I'll go straight for morning.
Good luck. So back from dinner, we're just sorting out our packs for the day. We've got to have our numbers and various trackers, although they haven't actually given us a proper GPS tracker. It's just like a timing match upper tracker, which I think is interesting given it's a European champs. But yeah, I think I've got all my mandatory kit in my bag. I'm just going to check it one last time. Then got to fill bottles, and then it's bedtime in 45 minutes. Charge some watches up actually. Yeah. Have you done it?
The camera race over the side. Getting Borrett to film me. You should evolve.
It's 8:44. We're 44 minutes late for bed. The sky is clear. Josh Borrett's doing something wrong over there and complaining. But I think we will call that bedtime. 7 hours sleep, up at 4 AM for some big mountains.
My name's Charles Pearson.
Oh, I love you, Jemima.
You can't put that on you.
Before bed, Tom and I were just checking our UTMB indexes, and we're exactly the same. We've both predicted 13 hours and 56 minutes. I'd be lucky to go sub 15, let alone sub 14. But
What's your actual index?
712,
Fuck's sake.
which puts me at... Why am I ranked so much lower than you? I've got the same score.
Because that was a recent addition to your score, wasn't it?
Oh, still.
If it's some snow.
Yeah, but still, I would have thought the rankings would be from last week. I'm ranked 16 places lower than Tom with the same index. Maybe there's 16. Maybe everyone in that gap has the same index. Yeah. Anyway, that is the last video before bed because it is now 7 hours and 6 minutes of sleep, which is not enough.
Yeah, Borrett can hurry up and get ready.
Borrett,
Yeah, I'm
get ready.
I'm ready now.
Do you need your mummy to come and do it all for you?
I'd quite like her to, yeah.
All right.
Not a need.
Good night.
Right, okay, I've actually
Ciao.
What did you say, Tom? I don't agree to this filming at this time in the morning. I want to put my clothes on.
Race day. 4 AM. 6 hours sleep.
I haven't signed the TV waiver. Consent form.
Borrett, are you excited for 20 hours of running?
Not at all.
Tom, are you excited for 20 hours of running?
Yay, running!
I'm not excited for 20 hours running. We've got about 15 minutes to get out of here.
Good.
Eat and go. Yeah. We're out. We've made it.
We haven't made it yet.
Well, yeah. But we made it out. It's about 4:40 AM. We're meant to kind of be at the buses at 4:30, but here's one that's about to come past now.
Could have been our bus.
It could have been us. If Borrett hadn't forgot his poles.
I'm not sure it was my poles that you're in.
But yeah, we should be fine on time. I'm not going to film too much now until the actual race because I don't want to waste the battery on like chatting about getting to the start. So, see you there. Forgot to do my Spanish test yesterday, which means I've got to do it now. Otherwise I'll lose my streak, my 700-day streak. It's a complete waste of my phone battery. So we're at the start, 20 minutes to go. Thought I'd just outline aims before I start. So I'd like to finish before darkness, purely from an enjoyment perspective, which gives me 15.5 hours to finish. I'd also like to have sorted my cramp issues, which hopefully my new precision hydration tablets will do, because I'm having triple the electrolytes, or triple the milligrams of sodium at least, in each electrolyte. I got 10 of those, and some salt tablets to go with. What are your aims?
Oh, I'd love to finish for daylight. But more, I just want to finish with a comfortable performance. Conservative start.
Yeah, we just need to get 6 stones really.
Yeah, 6 stones is the minimum goal, that's all I want.
Finish, and if it's before darkness, then that's an A race, I'd say, for me at least. So the cutting the short course has really helped with that. Anyway, 20 minutes to go. Good luck, Borrett.
See you in 15 hours.
20 hours.
20 hours, 22 hours.
Get some clips for us of your pain.
Hang on this way.
Nous avons travaillé tout
We're about a mile in. As you can see, you can't see a thing. I haven't got my head torch out, so probably going to twist my ankle in this first sunrisey bit, but I'll try our best not to. Still with Tom.
So far.
Tom's just tripped, turned his ankle a little bit, and chucked his pole off the side of the cliff. But I think he's alright. Yeah, he went and got it. So anyway, we're only like 4k in. Proper climb starts about half a k. Start of the climb proper. Let 4 hours of fun begin.
Oh, that's more climbing.
So we're about 6.5k in. Got some beautiful views already. It's also very hot already. I soaked my t-shirt. We just had the first aid station. I'd just filled up my water, so I've had 1 bottle of 80 grams of carbs in beta fuel and 750 milligrams of sodium, which was my plan. Now I want to have just a bottle of water before the next aid station in 6k. Easy. How you feeling?
Yeah, alright. Looking forward to it. Delightful.
1 hour down, 5.6 miles. It's like 9k. 9k exactly. Just had a long, flat descent area, which is nice. We were saying we didn't even notice it on the map when we were looking earlier, really. So, puts into perspective how long this climb's going to be now.
Just put the friggin' fizz in.
Let's do our first aid station. Got water, bread and melon. I've got all my carbs in my bottles, so I didn't need carbs really. just something to soak them up. What'd you get?
I got my water up and orange banana. I just shoved the fizzy cap in my mouth.
Yeah. That's 8 miles in, 13k. So I think now we hit the climb proper on a tarmac road at the moment. It's been quite nice so far.
Yeah.
Hour and a half exactly, 90 minutes. This guy just looked down at his Garmin and said, "Oh shit," and then turned it round to me. He's got Climb Pro and had 1,300 meters in 8k, and that'll top out the first big climb, which we're on now. Oh shit. Oh. Oh.
2 hours in.
First bit of sun, 2 hours, 40 minutes in. It's been behind these mountains for the last 2 hours. Could get really hot now. Got to stay on top of my electrolytes. I think we've got about a mile to the top of this climb, which is should be about 21k in, 13 miles. I don't know if there's an aid station. I really should have looked at what distances there were. It's hard to plan your water when you don't know when the next stop is. Tom's still here. He's perked up a little bit.
Near the top of the first mega climb. Still with Charles at the moment, but definitely feeling it. It's a calf burn. It's pretty amazing. Spectacular trail. I'm very glad to have poles.
First bit of coverage for Charles's vlog. You can hear me. I am 2 hours and 20 minutes in. So far, I feel pretty much like I'm flying, but we are 2 hours in and I've had a lot more to eat than I usually would. So I had a gel, Tom's Chews, a cereal bar thing, a piece of bread, some sweets, and one of those banana chunks that they give you. And it's also significantly easier than UTS for the moment, but I think it's difficult to know how much of that is because I started in the second wave. I've had actually quite a lot of sitting around, standing around, because a lot of it is single track and you struggle to get past people. So I'm winning my wave in inverted commas. But there's just like, on the single track you're going to end up waiting around for people. So that slowed me down, which I think is actually quite good. I've made a Spanish mate as well, somewhere over there, who said he was aiming 15 hours, but I think I've actually overtaken him, which isn't a good thing because I will not be completing this in 15 hours. But I've got new hopes of doing it in like under 20. And it's pretty mad. I know the thing is I'm trying to dry my camera, but my shirt is sweaty and my shorts are sweaty, so they're all just damp, so it doesn't really work. But there you go. There's an update for Charles's vlog.
I think that's pretty much the top of the first climb. We're, depending on what watch you look at, either 13.5 or 14 miles in, 3 hours 11 minutes. So not my quickest half marathon, but I think we've done like 40% of the vert, so like 2,300 meters already. I don't really know. I don't really trust my Garmin's measurements, so we'll see. The top for the first time. Oh, I hope it's the top. Put a little bit of a gap into Tom on the climb, but he's much better on the sort of techie descent, so it's kind of a purposeful move because I think he'll catch me and then we can start the next climb together. Bloody hell, I need to watch my feet. Stop talking to the camera. Charles has got away and hamstring and glutes really tight, and we're over the biggest climb, but oh man, this is a different type of terrain to what you can train for in Cambridge. I'm out of breath, I think just because of the elevation. Anyway, onwards and upwards, or downwards, let's go. I just fell over for the first time, and fortunately these gloves are quite good at protecting your hands. Oh man, I'm out of breath still running though, even just jogging. Spectacular views, but it's tough. I mean, Cambridge is not prepared for this. Someone must have broken their leg or something, because there's a helicopter dropping down here at the aid station. God, it's an aid station, because I am out of water and feeling a bit dehydrated now. To be fair, that helicopter could take me to the end. I'm catching him up on the descents, but it smashed me on the climbs. Ciao.
The descent was lovely. Getting off that climb, I was like constantly out of breath.
I didn't really enjoy that descent.
Yeah, well, I did fall over once. But...
Yeah, I just had a comedy stack in front of an aid station volunteer on some grass. It's difficult to breathe up here.
I know.
You have like 2 gulps of your drink,
Yeah.
and you're gasping for breath.
I'm not out of breath, just flogging.
Yeah, because it's like, what, 2,500 metres? I needed some water.
I was out of fluid.
Yeah, same.
Second video of Charles. 3 hours 41 in, 23.5k. Just, I think we've gone to the highest point, went down a little bit, now going up again. Feel it a little bit, but okay. There's something to stop in like 5-6k apparently, so it should be another k or 2 up maybe, and then hopefully some down to the next one. I'm on track for like 16 hours or something, 17 hours. So, meh, we'll see. I have a schedule, but I might blow up. So we'll see. And if storms rolls in, I'll completely stop. I think I might have to anyway. Oh, here you go.
Just look at this view, it's absolutely stunning. There's like snow-peaked caps over there. Unfortunately, I can see exactly where we're going, and it's up that zigzag over there. Oh well. You see where we're going?
Oh, can we?
Yeah.
Oh man. Give me the oxygen tanks. Fucking can't breathe for shit.
Listen to Tom's breathing as he comes past.
Oh my god. We're going up there.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's what Tom's breathing's been like for the last 15 minutes of running together.
My heart rate's low though.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying you're dying. I'm just saying you sound horrendous. Clearly moving
I
fine.
need a ventilator. Found the Charles again. Caught up at the aid station. So high now. Approaching the highest point up the top of this climb.
Right, Tom.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to thicker air.
29k in, next aid station. Feeling quite good actually. We will see. Get the pills in. A little bit of coke. Oh no, I dropped the salt tab. A little bit of ecstasy.
This is a nasty little climb. Looks like a little kicker on the map, but it's like 500 metres, 600 metres, and it's pretty steep. Tom's dropped off a little bit, but we've got a really long descent off the top of this one, so he'll catch me there. I think we've got about 200 metres to the top, and we're just under 5 hours in. I don't know when this one maxes out. I really should have studied the course a bit better, but there we go. I didn't. Just asked a French man what distance the next aid station is. He doesn't know either. Brilliant. At least he spoke English more than I should do in his language. I've got some bad news. Just been told by my new friend David that the next aid station is about 50 kilometres, and currently at 35, so 15k, and have an enormous amount of water. Could be a problem. I'm going to have to chew an electrolyte tab to starve off the cramp.
That's the top. That's the top up there. Highest point in the race. And the altitude is making me breathe out my backside just walking now. Walking up this hill. Charles just ahead. Man in orange or pink or whatever he is. He's putting it to me on the climbs. I'm literally engines and opened, just maintaining forward momentum. But my heart rate's fairly low when I'm doing it, so it's just my body like scrabbling for oxygen. Nearly at the highest point, then it's down, down, down.
Oh. So I've just spoken to another Spanish man who speaks English. Hablas inglés? See? He said it was 10k rather than 15 for the next aid station. And he had a little sheet of paper with them all written on. So I trust him. I've got enough water, but I will be in a bit of a hole, a bit dehydrated after 10k. It'd be what? It'll put me on about 28.5 miles. Oh, there might be someone here who gives me some water, you know. Oh, there's someone here with water. Thank God for that. Woo! So I just picked up that water. I think that saved my race. I think I was being optimistic for the camera, but I had maybe 150 mil for what I thought was 10k of downhill in the sun. That could have been disastrous, but it's alright. I've got 2 full bottles for 10k of descent, and yeah, I'm slightly ahead of Tom, not much. He should catch me on this descent again, and then we'll do the next climb, which is a big one, together. Oh, look at this little cave arch thing. That's cool. I'll bring you through here with me. Borrett won't even need to duck down for that. Bloody train line up here. I hate this descent. I'm barely even on it yet. Coming down off the top of the mountain now. It's such a hard descent. I'm normally quite good with descent, but this is just it's so slaty and rocky. I turned my ankle a couple of times, but beautiful. I can't see Charles, he's got ahead of me a bit. We had a little water drop right at the top of the mountain, so I've topped my bottles up, but this is just like, I just can't risk running on this. It's just like ankle turning. Oh, fuck me dead. Plus my brain's like super deprived of oxygen. I'm breathing out the backside. I'm looking forward to a bit more of the dirt trail again, and I can get motoring. Oh, this is horrible. Literally, just as I stopped recording, really badly turned my ankle. I hit the ground on the rocks as well and twisted my knee. Oh, it's fucking horrible, this bit. Oh, bring me some dirt. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Well, this is a pretty lake. I'd like to go swimming in it. I may eat my words in a minute, but this descent so far is actually muy simpatico. Pretty nice. Hope my Duolingo's right there. Yeah, the first bit was horrible, rocky, skiddy, hate it, but it only lasted about 5 minutes. Now it's kind of all been relatively runnable, flowy trails like this. I don't know if you can see up there, but I think that's third lady who's overtaken me on the descent. I'm not bitter, I'm just shit at descending. But yeah, she was speaking in Spanish, so she probably lives here. It's probably her terrain. Anyway, yeah, about 5k more of descending for the next aid station, and then Tom will catch me up. I'll wait for him at the aid station if he hasn't before then. I've got a bit of a blister coming maybe on one of my toes that I might get a medic to tape up. Quick, I need a medic! Dr. Shepherd! I don't think Dr. Shepherd did toes. Wet foot. But yeah, overall, after being told in Wales that the descents here were going to be terrible by someone who'd done it, so far I'm pleasantly surprised. Oh Jesus, I just had a really bad descent there. Descending's normally my best. I just had so many people overtake me. I just twisted my ankle and my knee at the top really badly. I just kept on twisting ankles on the way down. I got my poles out to try and give me some balance. It was like my legs weren't working. Oh, it's so bad.
almost made me like want to cry, because I was just like, people coming past me all the time, and I just couldn't run properly. I was stubbing my toes, and why do you do this sometimes? Well, anyway, it is pretty spectacular.
God, that aid station was a mess. I didn't have any tape for my toe. They gave me some like second skin cream, which doesn't seem to have done anything. And I thought Tom might have gone through me when I was sat down messing around with it, because I waited for about 10 minutes, couldn't see him anywhere. I haven't got enough signal to look up where he is, so I phoned Mr. Magico. I was thinking, who's unemployed enough or self-employed enough to answer my call on a Friday, and apparently I got to that checkpoint 37 minutes before Tom. It's like the halfway checkpoint, pretty much halfway now, 6 hours 54 minutes. So yeah, my plan was initially to run the descent a bit quicker than him. He'd catch me while I was messing around with my foot and onboarding a load of fluid, etc. And then we'd run together for the next climb, as there's 2 more biggies. But these half an hour back, I mean, I literally waited 10 minutes. So I was certain he'd already gone through, because he was pretty much with me over the top of the climb. I think he must have fallen over or something. But yeah, if he's half an hour back, I'm not standing around for half an hour. I'll take the aid stations a bit steadier, I think, and try and make sure I don't cramp. But if he catches me, he catches me. If he doesn't, we did the first half together. It's more than we've ever done in an ultra before. So yeah, I think just looking at the map, it's really thinned out a bit now, so I've got to be conscious of the map. But we've got a little climb here, and then another like 6 or 7k descent before we hit what looks like a really long climb, maybe 800 meters roughly, up to 2-3 I think it was. So like 1,500 meters of climbing. Oh, it's muddy. So that'll be fun. Just got to stay on top of my electrolytes and whack some music on, keep me company for the next 7 hours. Oh, maybe I'll wait for him. This guy ahead of me chunned up something almighty at the last aid station, all over the floor. It's grim. Feel a bit sorry for him, but that's ultra running.
Oh, that was really depressing. The descent was the one bit where I was better than Charles on, and even sort of he planned to take a minute on me so I could catch him on the descent. Oh, I just really badly turned my ankle and then my knee at the top, and I just couldn't get the descent going. I just kept on stabbing my feet, turning my ankles. It was horrible. Just wanted to sit down and cry in a pool of water. So he's going to be miles ahead now. Just had an aid station though, bit of coke. That should hopefully pick me up. But I just got to get home now. It's 50k in. Oh, 50k to survive and get my stonies. Right.
Oh, another aid station. That was quite quick. Quite quick one, 5k. Feel good. Got some music on. It's nice. Oh, it's nice in here. Staying here for 5 minutes. Not being funny, this just isn't a path, is it? It's just like bogland that's dried up, so it's ankle twisting heaven. Grim. Anyway, ran a long section there, so a bit of a walk doesn't matter.
Just had a little lay down at that aid station. Got some friends. Look at this big bug. Oh, it's very much survival mode now. I just like, it's got a bit of a limpy run. Just trying to run, walk it in. But 50k in the mountains is an awfully long way.
Now on quite a nice but very lonely descent. It's really split out since the last kind of couple of aid stations. Now I kind of stood around a bit, so I lost the people my speed, but that's fine. Just want to take it steady anyway. I don't want to be cooked tomorrow. Just a little descent to an aid station and then 2 climbs and about a marathon, 40k or so. So we go. Easy! Just bumped into some people asking the way to go on my race because there had been a big electrical storm on one of the mountains, so those in the way further back got to cut out 15k and it's for the same stones. Livid. If Josh Borrett managed to get away with 88k and make him go around 12 at the end, it'd be criminal. I might actually pass him. If he's cut the corner, then I might pass him, I don't know. I still want to take off 100k to be honest, so I'm not too annoyed, but it would have been nice to drop 15k and get 6 stones still. 8 hours in, we've got exactly a marathon to do with, let me check the vert for you. 1,000. Really selfish truck there. 1,700 meters of climbing to do in a marathon, 42k. It looks a bit stormy up there, so I wonder if they'll let us out or not. I think pretty much done the descending now, so 2 more climbs, 2 more descents. That's what it looks like on my watch. You can see that.
Shattered. My feet are the main thing. My feet really hurt. I'm not sure I finished, to be honest. 56k to go. I feel fine, but this like is so fucking long.
This is the big aid station. See what bloody hell, rice and stuff. Don't need that. Bit of watermelon and Fanta though. Delicious. Right, so I lost some weight and then gained some weight. We are, what's that? 38 miles in. So we've got about 24 to go, I think. What does my other watch say? 25 to go. Great. Tom did stack it. I checked my WhatsApp. He did stack it on that descent. So he said he's in survival mode. Hopefully he'll film a few clips that I can chuck in. It's looking pretty stormy. So yeah, we've got an enormous climb now, like as big as the first one pretty much, and then a descent, and then probably a climb that's about 3/4 of that length, and then descend into town. Make it sound easy really, but yeah, still a long way to go. My Achilles is quite tight. Both of them are, to be fair. I think that's just a given. On the descents so far, my legs have been fine. I took them pretty steady to keep it that way. I'm hoping they don't get any more technical. So far, they've been lovely, to be honest. I've really enjoyed the descents off, except for the bits off the top. I don't know if Borrett's up the road. I kind of hope he is. It'd be quite nice to bump into him. I'll probably hike with him for a bit if he is, but I got no idea. I might try and have a look. But yeah, so far, so good.
Big descent done. On the Julian Alps, I was one of the top fastest times on the mega descent, but this one, oh, my feet, smashing my feet into the end. It's been a day of just getting overtaken on descents, which is rather depressing as it's usually my strength. But That was a long old day descending. And now the next aid station must be soon. And there's also the storms are brewing, so there's meant to be some thunder and lightning this afternoon. That's why the course has already been shortened because of it, by about 8k. I mean, they can shorten it by another 40k if they want, but marathon to go, just a little marathon.
The thunder is really thundering above now. Could be in for a real soaking in a minute. My camera. Thought I was talking to him. Definitely. I wish I hadn't waited for Tom at that aid station, because I was in a really nice group that kind of kept me honest. Now, definitely doing a bit more walking than I was before, but this guy seems to be setting a decent pace, so just trying to sit on him. Once we get to the climb, it doesn't really matter. It'll be hard work walking anyway. But yeah, well, we got to go on 40 miles, so 22 miles to go. Still moving. Started raining now. Just chatted to Tom. Sounds like he twisted his ankle and his knee and fell over real bad on the second descent on the scree bit that I really wasn't enjoying, hence why I walked it. And I'm walking this bit as well, same sort of thing. It's just not worth the risk for the rest of the race. IMO. Although might get hit by thunder in a minute anyway, so not sure if you heard that. I'll try and crank it up if you didn't, but this could get pretty miserable now. If the next descent's really wet, then this could be a mud bath. Anyway, only what, 20 miles to go, 22. Can't complain too much. If I can move at 13 minutes a mile, then that's what, 220 plus 3 times 20, 325 minutes divided by 60. Oh, my head is frazzled. That's still 5 hours. Oh! I suppose that's 14 hours elapsed, so that'd be still an hour quicker than I hoped for. Anyway, I'm just mumbling now. Let's get off this. Coming into the next aid station, got about 20 miles to go, so what, 32k. Feeling a bit like a dead man running now, but at least I am still running. Just been kind of sitting on this guy here. Sun's come back out, but damage is already done to the paths. They're pretty muddy, so it could be a real struggle off this descent. I think we've still got quite a lot of climb to do though here. Looks like we've done about half the climb, but that was really gradual. I think it spikes a bit more now, and then there's a bit of plateau running, steep descent, steep ascent, downhill to the finish. Oh, I need to keep my legs fresh. Easier said than done. Okay, so I've got 6k with 500 meters of vert until the top of the penultimate climb. Ciao.
Come on.
Gracias.
Come on.
And then descent climb. So the top of the next climb I should be at 47 miles, so I'll have like 15 to go still. Oh, it's just 25k to go still a long way. I suppose 2/3 of it at least will be descent. I'm not sure yet whether that's a good or a bad thing. These paths could be really slippery now it's rained, but I'm hoping they dry out a bit by the time I get to them. My Achilles is really quite bothering me now, which is sort of limiting my running a touch, but I think you have to get on with it, suck it up. If this is 6k with 500 metres, a lot of it is going to be uphill anyway, I assume. So I won't have to do much running. But I think the descent afterwards has quite a plateau over it. Oh, this is a horrible climb. I'm feeling quite lightheaded as well, kind of like swaying a bit. Just the altitude and a bit of exhaustion. Almost at the top though. I did some running before it, so I've still got some mojo. Whether or not that will remain is yet to be seen. But still on target, so it's just God, so technical. You can't run on this stuff at all. What a beautiful lake to take my mind off this horrible descent. If it's like this the whole way down, then I'm cooked. I'll be finishing in the dark. It'll be a walk for nigh on 18 miles. But, I mean, it's just not runnable at all. Running! Enough of that.
I think I'm going to call it a day there. I am in absolute agony. Like, I can't. My feet, just every time I step, it's like agony, and I've got to go 3 hours if I leave here. And I don't think I can do that. My legs aren't too bad, but it's just my feet. And there's a storm up the top. Oh, fuck.
The best descenders all seem to be doing it without poles, so I put mine away in an attempt to become some demon Kilian Jornet descender. So far, I am still with them, but I think it's mainly because they're trying to avoid getting their feet wet in these streams, and I'm not too bothered. It's actually quite nice and cooling. But anyway, I'm hoping after the aid station, which is a K away, there's a road for the next part of the descent, because if there's an aid station there, they would have had to get there somewhere. So fingers crossed, because I need to make up some time ASAP Rocky, and I ain't doing it down this shit.
30 kilometres to go. Now, the back end of the pack has been sent on a shortcut because of the storms. So they've all appeared all in front of us. So there's loads of people that are walking in front of, well, I'm not saying that I'm walking now, but well, let's have a look. They've all appeared, they've all had like 20, 30k cut off the course because of the storms. They were going to get stuck up the mountain. So this has got lots of company. I was running with a Spanish girl for a while. We just hit an aid station. I had a really nice long sat down, ate about 15 watermelons, and got some coke chopped up. Had a nice chat with some Norwegians. We've got 30 kilometres to go now. Just take it in. 30 kilometres, and most of it's downhill. There's a little bit of up, but that Charles is well away. Bastard hating. But I just need to drag this body to the finish. Oh, whose idea was this as well? This is one of the toughest races. Right.
If it's some proper mountain weather now, it's absolutely tipping it down. To be fair, as I say that, oh no, I was going to say it got a bit lighter, but no, it's just got heavier. To be fair, it's actually quite nice. It's cooling, so I'm not sweating as much. I was right about it being a road, but it's uphill, not down. Which is mildly annoying. Anyway, said it's 10k to the next aid station, 300 metres up, 300 metres down. I don't know how techie the down is. I really hope it's just like this, and I hope we'll be able to pick up a bit of time, even in the wet.
The storm's come. It's been a wet climb, and I'm absolutely ball bagged now. I feel a bit KO'd. I need a nap. My extra long aid station didn't do much for me. At least the rain's washing me.
Jacket's on, it's got pretty cold, it's hailing. The only positive of this is it could mean they could cancel the last climb. We could just run flat back to Val. This is pretty terrible weather though.
It's absolutely just hammering it down. The paths have turned into rivers. I have to get the raincoat out. Oh, and it's thunder and lightning as well. Just to get a gauge, it's hailstones, and it's, oh, my legs are trashed. Oh. Oh, this is delightful. I need a kayak. My feet are drenched. Yeah.
Running down a bloody river. It's pretty much stopped raining. Just on like this false flat. I just stopped for a quick gel. I'm amazed that my stomach's coped so well with all the chews and gels. I really haven't eaten that much solid food at all. 80k, 81k in 11 hours, 47 minutes. I've got another, what's the distance to go? Not sure I want to know. 12.7 miles, 21k, 20k, 20k to do in it's 5:47, so I've got 20k to do in 3 and a bit hours, just to finish before darkness. 20k in 3 and a bit hours, that should be alright, I think. Got descent, ascent, descent. Legs are pretty cooked now. We're still at 2,000 metres, so obviously struggling to run even on this false flat a little bit because just low oxygen. Anyway, I need to turn this camera off because it's low battery. I've got another one somewhere, but I don't really want to get it out when it's this wet, so I'll save it for a bit. That's what we're dealing with. It is an awfully long way down there, like 1,900 metres up. You don't want to put a foot wrong up here. So we've reached the consequence of the of the storms, also known as the slip and slide. To be fair, it's better than Jesus Christ. It's better than the I don't know whether to go low or high. I think I'm gonna go high. Problem with high is you eventually have to go low, and it's generally steeper when you do go low, which can be worse, but the rain also hasn't pulled on it, so sometimes not quite as technical. Oh, where am I going? I should have gone low. This is horrible. It's not quite as bad as the stony stuff, but just to give you an idea of the sort of terrain. This in the dark with potentially Borrett and Tom. Yeah, good luck. And that bit with the steep descent. Why can't I see any flags? Am I on course or not? Let's just check. Ah, I'm off course. Somewhere up there. Idiot! How did I miss that? Probably didn't even need to do that. Real steep bit. Should be an aid station in a minute. I think we've got under 10 miles to go now as well. Do with a real big thunderstorm now to make it too dangerous to do the last climb. No, Charles, not the attitude. Here's the aid station. That sky is looking proper moody behind. Yeah, why not? So apparently I've now got 5k of really steep, muddy downhill. I assume I won't be able to film any of it. But just imagine this. That 10% gradient plus. This is going to be hell. Hell on earth for me. I might rather be shot.
Less than 20k to go. My legs are pretty trash. I took a big pit stop at the aid stations now. Just got to nurse my way in. Just to complete the goal, get to the end, pick up the stones. At least it's not raining anymore, the sun's back out.
ETA is 8:33, which obviously is pre 9 o'clock, that's 14 and a half hours. See what time it is. So that would put me at 2 hours for oh my god 2 hours for the last 10 miles, but there's still the climb. I did ask. I begged. Please let me skip the climb, por favor. No.
In the tunnel, the mighty tunnel, I can't see anything. Fuck, I cannot see the floor. Oh.
6.7 miles to go, and I've got an hour and 50 minutes to do it. There's still 580 meters of climbing. Should be okay. It depends how techy the last descent is. I need to make the most of this flat. Woo! Final climb, 500 meters. Got an hour and 45 to do it. Just spoke to Nicole, my inspiration, after one park run this year. She said that Tom's ETA is about 11 PM on the tracker, and mine is just after 9. I think I should beat that. And Borrett is like 1:30 AM. Poor bugger, he's going to slow up in the dark as well. Anyway, don't want to think about that. Just want to think about emptying the tank on this climb. Whew. This last climb is killing all my hopes and dreams. I've still got like 4.5 miles to go, an hour to do it. I don't know if I'm at the top of the climb. Oh, my Garmin says I'm at 1,700 meters. I don't know what it tops out at. It says I've got 16 meters left to climb. Maybe I'll make it. Ah! Miles away. Should all be downhill now. Ciao. Ciao. Got 4 miles to do in 1 hour. That's a walk. I can do that. I think we've got quite a long contour and then a tricky descent into town. I think the descent's gonna be really tricky, but if I can bank some time on contour, hopefully half of it, then it should be good. $4K to go, 2.5 miles. Come on!
Last aid station. Right. Just got to get over one hill.
Well done, Charles. From CDH. Great job.
Oh, congratulations, gracias. Well done. Oh, you made me work for that. Oh. Nasty. That made me work. Horrible uphill. Horrible uphill with 3K to go. Right. What is he doing? Borrett! Oh my god, that's brutal. Holy shit. Get me some milk. Ah! Oh, that'll do. I killed myself between that last aid station, that last 13K. Oh.
They've gone and stuck a big mean climb right at the end. So at one of the last aid stations, I got the actual real food in, like sandwiches and Nutella sandwiches and cheese and ham, and that seemed to make a big difference. Actually, starting to feel quite good on the sort of flat bits. But I'm just starting at my depth on the hilly bits, the down and the up, especially the technical. Oh, it's brutal, right? Not much left.
This may not look like a van, and that's because it's not. 604, it's a hotel room, and I don't regret it one bit.
My main goal was just to finish, but because I'm not fit, but I had a little sub goal, and that was to try and finish with the light still out, and it's going to be touch and go. We've basically got just the descent and a tiny little climb, I think, and so we'll see, but it might just be the very last bit I need to get my head torch up for.
You probably can't see much, and I'll probably do a proper debrief tomorrow, but yeah, I was in a pretty bad way at the end actually. I ran so hard that last like 8 miles, it was 13k, to get under 15 hours. I put myself in a real deep hole. At the end I was like shivering, my teeth were chattering, and I did not fancy a cold shower at the back of a van in the middle of the street and then sleeping on a bed that's too short for my legs. So I dropped Mummy a message, said, please.
That was the someone.
Please give me
Someone sent me money. Right, that is the last time you take the piss.
Please give me £70 for a hotel room. And because I'm a loved child, I now have a hotel room. Thank God. That shower was absolutely amazing. We're just walking down to see Tom now. Hopefully he should finish fairly soon. I don't know what time it is. You got the time?
The actual time?
Yeah.
2:26.
So he should be finishing in the next sort of half an hour or so. I'm gonna try and grab some food as well. They had pizza at the end, but I just couldn't stomach anything. And I've got my nice new gilet to prove that I finished Val d'Aran. A lovely little gilet. I'm really pleased with that actually. That was, first thoughts, that was the best executed ultra I've ever run. Like, I aimed for sub 15, I went out conservatively, and I ate everything, and didn't have a problem with my stomach. I think I probably did at least 80 grams of carbs for 15 hours, which is crazy for me because I don't really train with like sports nutrition. And I was flying at the end. I was running sub 4-minute Ks down the finish straight. I have to have a look at the activity to see what it was. But oh, what a day! Oh, get me to bed. How was it?
I'll tell you what, the steep downhill is just horrendous.
Yeah.
The toes.
Yeah.
The only places I did well on is like the light gravel, like
The nice
downhill.
gravel one.
Actually, I came into my own.
You know you could have run that gravel the whole way down.
I know, that's what I was
cut
hoping
across.
for. I thought I was going to make the light.
Yeah, I
going to make the light.
thought that they had changed it because it was too muddy, so they were
Yeah.
sending us down there. But
And then we went into the woods and I was like, oh, fuck this shit.
and it went uphill again,
My
didn't
toes
it?
were just getting battered down there. Yeah, and my little thing was saying, oh,
No
it's
more
a
climbing.
9-metre climb.
Yeah,
Fucking
it went on for
15
ages,
metres.
didn't it? I would kill myself. Well done, well done.
Oh, that's what happened?
Not my day, not my day.
It was mental block. Mental block. It was flying down the
I
dirt
was
road
like,
as
oh,
well.
this is lovely. I was like in 4-minute Ks, just gliding down there.
I thought it was going to be the whole way into
And yeah,
town.
that's what I thought. I could hear the music, and then
Yeah.
and then it just turned into the woods and just went like.
Yeah, I know.
And it's just,
At least it wasn't that muddy though. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
That muddy descent before. Did you fall over on it?
no.
You didn't
it
fall
was
over.
my poles.
Oh, I didn't use my poles. I wasn't sure.
I fell over on all the worst bits and freaking like scree at the top.
Yeah, well, I didn't run those. I walked those.
And when did the rain hit you?
So you know the third climb, which was like a gravel road. There was an aid station. So there was a really technical bit on the climb, like rocky technical up the climb, and then there was a bit of a technical downhill, just a short downhill, and then you got to an aid station. And then from that aid station, there was probably 20 minutes of like gravel gradual uphill.
Yeah.
It was that gravel gradual uphill.
See, when I hit, I was in the rocky bit, and the rocks, I've got video of it. It just turned into a river. You were just wading for it. It was like the ark again.
The road also turned into a river, but you were pretty certain you weren't putting your
Yeah.
feet anywhere
It was just
bad.
like really rocky, like.
Yeah, that's a bad place for it to hit. I was praying that they would cancel the last climb because of the weather. I was like,
can't believe it. The back half of the field got like really cut the course.
yes, they cut 82k, I think they
There's
did.
people everywhere. I was like, where are all these people?
And they were all blocking the course as well. Well, they weren't for me anyway. It was like, get out of the way, you cheats. But yeah, I feel a bit for Borrett.
What happened to him then?
So he got 60k in, and it started pissing it down, and he got caught in that storm, and he just lost his head. He got cold and lost his head. But he was only half an hour behind you, I think.
I don't know, it's went that far. Did he not put his jacket on?
He did, but he's got a track decathlon jacket, so it's not Gore-Tex, so it goes straight through. He just, he lost it mentally. He thought 40k to go, pissing it down with rain.
Yeah, but it came and went, didn't it? And then it got warm again.
Yeah. And also, there wasn't that much climbing after that.
No.
We'd done the bulk of the climbing.
One last bloody hill. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
The poles are a godsend.
Oh, I know. They're so good, aren't
But
they?
then my tracks are now absolutely wrecked.
Are they? Yeah. Oh. Beautiful scenery, though.
Oh, incredible.
I didn't think the Pyrenees was going to be as pretty as the Alps, but actually, I think it was.
It was just so hikey, that was the hard bit. Like, there's
Yeah.
not enough sections where I could actually run.
But I quite like the hiking at points, because you'd...
It relieves you,
yeah, exactly.
but my legs actually don't feel too bad.
Mine don't feel great.
There's my impact to hit the rock.
Oh yeah, you've got an actual injury, have you? That's like my arc injury.
Yeah. I came down, and then I smashed the inside as well.
because you weren't far behind me over the top.
No.
Because I looked back and I thought, oh, I'll just plod this bit, and then you'll catch me on the descent. Because I didn't want you to go ahead of me and then lose you.
My ankle turned quite bad, but then in the process of that, it twisted my knee.
Yeah.
And the knee was the one that I was like, fucking hell, I was like limping after. And I just found that whole descent so hard.
Yeah.
I don't know if I guess I'm tripping over everything. I was like, I feel like I'm going disabled here. My legs aren't working.
See, I really enjoyed that descent because third woman came by me, and I just like sat on her, and she was just setting such a lovely pace.
Yeah.
It wasn't like crazy fast, and I could follow it on the descent because she came by me past all the technical stuff. So, and then I waited for you for like 10-12 minutes at the aid station because I thought you were coming. But I'd gone into the medical tent because I got a blister on my foot and I wanted some tape to tape over my blister because I've obviously got tomorrow.
I'm going to lose both my toenails.
Are you? See, mine are alright. So,
I think I might need a different shoe.
So, yeah.
I tried tying up tighter at the top, so then it digs into the top of your foot, but then it relieves a little bit off the toe.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
But I thought you'd gone past me at the aid station whilst I was sat in the medical tent, and so I was stood there like, has he come through or not? I'm sure I would have noticed because it was open.
Yeah, I was just having a horrible time.
Yeah, you lost about 35 minutes.
So many people went past me.
35 minutes you lost on me on that descent. Because I phoned Toby because I thought
I couldn't walk, I couldn't run. I was like limping down at this.
It was quite narrow, wasn't it, on your feet? So it was really hard to get your feet right.
Flipping my feet, and I was like, oh.
I did that as well, but
I basically swore my way down there.
Yeah, I phoned Toby. I thought, who's unemployed enough that they'll answer the phone and be able to check the tracker to see if you're ahead or not? Because I thought you might be like 10 minutes up the road after I'd waited, and I was going to have to put an almighty shift to catch you. And then he said, oh no, he's half an hour behind you, 36 minutes. I was like, if it was 20 minutes I might wait, but 36 minutes, my legs had seized up. Sorry Tom, see you later. How do you feel about UTMB?
I don't want to do it. It's horrible. I'm not built for it.
70k.
I think that the race that I had the greatest potential in was that 100k.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at the real steep up and the real steep down.
You should be good at it though, because you're light, and then you're light on your feet on the downhill. You just popped up in the.
I'm really good at like moderate downhill.
Yeah.
Where I can just let go.
Yeah.
When it gets really steep, I just can't. I don't know what to do.
I don't know how steep UTMB is. It's probably similar, isn't it?
It's no worse.
I don't know.
It's like double climbing. I'm going to retire. I want to retire.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to do UTMB.
Oh. Why have we picked such a stupid sport? Why don't I just like have a child and like sit in a hammering in it, have a beer?
In 3 weeks' time, we'll be well up for it though. Joshua Borrett, 100k runner.
Well, in 2 days.
How was the rest of that?
Good actually. It was actually not too bad. Yeah, it's good.
We wanted to run through all the crowds. And
I know, but I didn't. Yeah, and then just stopped there. I know, but I didn't want to do that.
Did you come down there?
Yeah. No. I just came to the side. Literally at the end, I just came to the side. So about 7 hours. The last 40k, 41k.
Well, respect. Tom and I both said we wouldn't do that.
No way.
So.
Well, I was annoyed that I didn't finish it. I learned something.
So, just leaving the mountains, I thought I'd do a little outro video to say how we all thought it went. I think we start by ranking our race out of 10, go down the line, and then maybe do a quick sentence summary.
So you want me first?
Yeah, you go first.
Objective 1 was complete, which was just to finish, and that was my main. I knew I wasn't fit, so I just had to get myself to the end. So I'm pretty happy with that. But then it's never nice to race when you're not at your fitness, and I wasn't descending anywhere near like I used to descend in my last races. So that isn't that great. So I rank my race at probably like 5 out of 10, or 6 out of 10 maybe. I finished, but it's not enjoyable just suffering when you're not strong for it. That's it, basically.
Borrett?
I had a bit of a mental hissy fit on the first day, and then finished having grossly, what's the word I'm looking for? Infringed upon the assistance, I think, rules, and the outside assistance rules, and the time length, the time cut-off rules.
So what are you giving yourself out of 10
What am I giving myself out of 10?
for your race?
Which, well, I don't know, like 0, I guess. I didn't finish.
Yeah, I think that's probably a 0.
No, that's not fair. I think day 1 for Borrett, 2.
2? He didn't
Three.
fit. No, I think
Yeah,
DNF is an automatic 0.
He still did 70k.
60.
But then
70.
the fact that he got up the next day and did a funny 8 hours.
I'm not denying
I think
it deserves massive kudos running 40k the day after running 60 in the mountains.
Thing you ever said.
But ultimately, he can't say he's had a good race
got no stones.
because he
He's
didn't
got nothing
finish.
to show
I got no
He
stones.
didn't finish the race. He has no stones.
And I've only got a crop top to show for it.
He didn't achieve any objectives. Yeah, we're going to. Usually we have a ritual where if one of us fails a race, we decide we're going to burn the t-shirts because you get given free t-shirts, and obviously you can't wear it if you haven't finished the race. But because Borrett finished it in 2, we think we're going to chop his t-shirt in half, and then he can stitch it back together because, like, he stitched his race back together the day after. So the only problem is it's his only clean t-shirt at the moment, so we can't cut it in half until we get back to Cambridge when he's got more clothes. So that's next week's ritual.
Should add that into a video.
Yeah, maybe. No, it'll be too late. Maybe a little Instagram reel of chopping Borrett's t-shirt in half. In terms of my race, I think I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I don't think it could have gone much better for me.
So I did it 10 then.
Really? Well, there's obviously always room for improvement. Like, I spent an hour at aid stations throughout the race, so I could have been an hour quicker had I raced the aid stations like the top guys were. That would have put me in at 13.5 hours. I could have pushed harder on the ascents and descents, I reckon. Like, the last 10k I really pushed hard. Absolutely smashed the last 10k, but I reckon I could have done that for the last 50k if I'd really wanted to. But overall, came away with 8 stones from the weekend, and I finished in the daylight, which was the aim. So, thank you for watching. See you all at UTMB.
Oh, God.